Hi everybody, it's Vienna, and I'm in my nice comfy pink hoodie right now. It's so wonderful and all cozy because it's been raining. I've been working up on setting up my studio, so hopefully my next episode will actually be shot on my brand new big desk. I don't know if I'm going to use the mic that I got just yet. We'll have to see. I think I can probably plug it into my phone. So if that is the case, then yes, I will be using a mic. It'll be cool. Anyway, with that being said, I did want to share something pretty cool. And as you know from the title and the description, I'm going to talk a little bit about what it's like to go to a Grant Cardone rally, because my other video was more what I decided to do and what I got personally from going to a rally, but this is just some general things that you can expect if you're curious going down the Grant Cardone rabbit hole, the who's got my money rabbit hole, and that brings me to my first point. So everybody loves Grant Cardone. Everybody. I mean, he's funny, he's charismatic, he is very intelligent as a presenter, and just as a person, obviously. And I mean, what is there not to love about Grant? Okay, he's very honest, very authentic about his life story. And if you don't know much about who Grant Cardone is, well, we could either start at the very beginning, which is how he grew up, which was in kind of in a very hard financial state, with a single mom household. But as a result of that, he developed a lot of grit and a lot of persistence to find the truth and what it takes to live prosperously, and also just what it takes to find who he is in the inside of that, finding that light at the end of that tunnel. I think my dad just got home. I just heard that. I was like, who is that? Okay, I'm gonna lock my door. Hopefully he doesn't bother me. But he probably will. He probably will. Okay. You guys know my dad. He's so goofy and funny. So what you can expect from the Cardone rallies? You can expect him to talk a little bit about his background and story, go into more depth of that. You can expect him to talk a bit about Undercover Billionaire, because he has a lot of great points about how he applies everything he's ever learned about business into a teeny tiny period of time, 90 day period of time, to build what he did. I'm not even going to tell you how big of a business he built, but I will say that it was over $1 million, which, if you have ever tried to build a business, is kind of amazing, kind of unbelievable. Yeah. Do I wish that he would have went a little bit more in depth into that? Of course. I mean, like, that's like the best show in our lifetime, in my experience, for educational purposes. And just in general, quite honestly, if you haven't seen it, just a fabulous show. Could it have used more Grant? Yes. Should it have been only Grant and only, like, a series featuring only each of the entrepreneurs? Absolutely. They all deserved a lot of their own time. But it was still a great show, and I'm excited to see who's going to be on the show next. I hope that they launch something else very soon, maybe next year. But yeah, so those are a couple things that you can expect. As far as, I keep worrying that he's gonna come in here. Let's see here. As far as useful information, look, I'm not a very karmic kind of person, okay? And I'm gonna pull the astrology cards out real quick, because the truth is, if there's one sign that we know is a karmic sign, it's the older signs in general. Capricorn, but especially Sagittarius, the fire sign. And the fire signs in general are very karmic signs. Like, you do something wrong, they're going to hold you accountable to it. They're not going to leave you no excuses. They're not going to say it's okay. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. No, they're not, okay? And Grant Cardone is very much like this. He's very much like this. I don't know when his birthday is. Okay, so I guess I'm not a true astrologer. Sorry. Okay. I did read astrology charts at one point. Anyway, don't ask me about that in the comments. I'm not going to talk about that or answer you. So don't even try. Okay? So anyway, so Grant Cardone, where are we at? where are we at? Oh yeah, he basically laid things out, as far as, look, these are the major issues that we have right now as far as the LA fires are concerned. That was a very big point that he kind of brought back to the end, a big focal point, and was how we can change the way that things have been for fire victims in the past and even now, within the United States and within California. And, you know, we know how they've gone. We've seen how Hawaii and Maui has ended up. And it's not great, you know. So I think his point really was to just go to show that we as Americans can do a whole lot more, you know, than our government may kind of lead us the way that they should be leading us. Like, so yeah, and it makes sense, really. Like, we as the people are supposed to form the government. We're supposed to be the leading voices, and the government is kind of there as a framework, which is why we have representatives, you know. It's not meant to be taking the place of the authentic voices of millions of people. And so I thought that was really great, you know, and so I'm really excited to see how things will change and evolve in each city. After these rallies, I really do hope that people change and they do step up, and it does bring more communities together. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, and then he, you know, just even he brought this up too, but the fact that he was willing to fly across Florida and come back to California and not just stay with us for what it sounds like will be half of the year, but, you know, to really start these rallies is such a big leadership demonstration of huge support, and we couldn't be more grateful for that. And so thank you, Grant. Thank you, everybody on his team. And we hope to see more of you all soon. And we also, me personally, you know, I hope that anybody watching this, that you attend one of his rallies. I think you should go in person. I don't work for him. You know, I'm not getting